How much do you squat, bro? Now, I'm not talking about weight. I'm talking about how much time are you spending in a position squatting down. And I've realized personally, sometimes we train legs really hard with a lot of weight. Most of the times it leads to injury, especially if people aren't barefoot or aren't spreading their toes properly, because a lot of the constraint, a lot of the tension is going up the kinetic chain. It's going to your lower back, it's going to your upper back. So I'm not neglecting training with strength and squatting. What I'm advocating is doing other things that can yield benefits without compromising injury. So something I personally like doing on a daily basis is squatting, right? Finding a place where I can squat and usually getting into a range of motion where I can move, right? Do drills. And ideally, you kind of want to warm up first because most people are really tight. And I've noticed personally, if you live a sedentary lifestyle in terms of like sitting down with the Western style of furniture, like a classic chair instead of the floor, well, it's going to compromise a lot of movement, range of motion, tension, or hypertrophy that we have to give our hip flexors. So something I personally like doing is going through ranges of motion that I don't go normally in the day, when I'm sitting down, when I'm standing up, or when I'm laying down. So something like this, right? When you get started, it can be a little bit hard. So my opinion is flaring out your foot, like your toes pointing outward, is going to make it a lot easier. If you're going to go inward and going down in a squat like this, that's fine as well. The idea isn't to get into ranges of motion that you usually don't get, right? So sometimes what I'll do is I'll put forearms under my legs, sit on it or squat on it, no pun intended, and just start releasing the tension in the legs. And the best thing you can do, in my opinion, is stacking. So if you're gonna be outside grounding, observing the sun, getting a tan, you can be doing drills like this, right? Where you kind of just like warming up. And then what I'll do is squat into position and try to just stretch the whole body. And then once you become more flexible, yeah, you can do the whole expression in terms of stretching. And this is something that I couldn't do before. I could barely touch my shins. A lot of it had to do with like the inflammation in the body, the inflammatory diet. Squatting down and just feeling pain and pops in the knees and in the lower back. So guys, I highly encourage you, take the time every day and just squat barefoot outside. Get into different ranges of motion. First you warm up, then you push your body to go into ranges of motion that you usually don't go in a day, right? Whether it's sitting down, whether it's standing up. A lot of these ancestral positions or positions that perhaps are more unconventional or unorthodox in the West could yield great benefits if we start tapping into it. So my friend, I encourage you to start squatting more.